in quite a bit of rain today, as many people had to deal with that.
Yeah, and in some cases, it was just coming down. You couldn't even get your umbrella out in time to stay dry.
Yeah, at that point, you just kind of give up, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Some places actually received over 4 inches of rain today, and when you factor in the last 2 weeks, our ground is saturated. We're expecting a few more days of these downpours, so we are going to see some of these flooding issues as we go into the next couple of days. Our current weather setup has this stationary front that's kind of hugging along the coast, and we have these waves of low pressure that ride right along that and bring us this unsettled weather. Today was probably the worst day in the next 4 or 5, but we will see these daily rain chances as we go into the middle of the week. I mentioned some of these rain totals. You see that swath of rain as you go to the north and west of town, also to the south of town, another bullseye. We're talking some good healthy totals here too. 4 inches as you go to the south of town, as you go into Middlesex and Worcester County, 3.5 inches. So really healthy rain totals. The good thing is we haven't seen too many flooding issues today, but we do have some reports coming out of Franklin County and Gill of some issues with some rain. There it is right there, that storm's that's exiting Franklin County as we speak. So we'll have to watch this as it goes into Worcester County out near Barry, Petersham, just to the south of Route 2. So we'll have to watch this storm to see if maybe it's moving slow enough that we start to see some of those flooding issues arriving. Now, I mentioned the rain heading into the overnight and into tomorrow. We continue to have some of those rain chances in the forecast. The Cape and the Islands have largely today missed out on the rain. I think that's going to change heading into tomorrow. You see some of this heavier stuff moving on in as we go into tomorrow morning. They seem to be a bit of a bullseye with the axis of the heaviest rain being in that area for tomorrow. You see some more showers as you go into Sunday evening, and even into Monday we start to see some of those showers moving from the east to the west as we go throughout the day on on Monday rather. It's just an unsettled pattern. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a complete washout, but it's one of those stretches that you're going to want to have that umbrella nearby. You see some of these rain totals anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to over 2-3 inches in some spots as we go into Monday evening. And we do still have that flood watch that's in effect until tomorrow morning. And with a bit of an easterly wind too, as we get to about the midnight hour or just beyond that, we also have to watch a little bit of a coastal flooding threat as you go into the North Shore, into the South Shore. We do have that coastal flood advisory simply because we're hitting high tide right about midnight, and there could be some vulnerable spots right along the coastline that do see a little bit of flooding from that. Not going to be a huge issue, but something to watch if you live right along the coast. 68 is our current temperature in Boston and Worcester, 65 in Chatham. The unsettled pattern continues into Monday, into Tuesday, and even into Wednesday. I think Tuesday into Wednesday is probably the next best chance for some of that really rainy weather. Probably Tuesday is more of a washout than what we'll see tomorrow. Low temperatures tonight falling into the upper 60s, a few mid-60s as you go far west of town, and tomorrow staying unsettled, temperatures in the middle 70s. It's just not one of the great weekend days. It's not really a 50-50 weekend. It's more of like a 85-15 weekend, if you will. Here's our WBZ 7-day forecast. We're in the 70s the next couple of days, 82 by Tuesday, 86 by Wednesday. While there's a lot of rain showing up there on the 7-day forecast, there really aren't too many washout opportunities. I think Tuesday would be the best chance for a complete washout of a day. But other than that, guys, not the type of pattern we want to be in as we're heading into middle of August. Okay, Katie, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jacob.